Hello, everyone, and welcome to this lovely, lovely evening where we are going to be playing some lovely, lovely Scion. I am blessed to be surrounded by tr stupendously fun people as we really dig into Scion Four Colors. Which is your normal Scion, but instead of the story of like humans becoming God and this apotheosis, it is the story of comic books of superheroes and supervillains. But before we begin with the Scion, let's begin with the people who will be playing our Scions. And I'm just going to go around in the screen that I see it. So let's begin with Crow.
Dang it, I didn't think I was going to go first. Hello, hi. Crow, it. I am bound to Onyx Path through blood sorcery. I do things around here, especially with Scion, and you will be seeing me a lot more in the future.
Oh, and what is your superhero name?
I forgot what my superhero name is. Oh, Wild Claws.
Well,
That's what I'm playing.
uh, next, let's go with Zach.
Hello, I am Zachary Naldra, he, him. I am also do things for Onyx Path in various capacities. Um, and I am playing Blessed Ink.
Blessed Inc. Um, and last but not least, let's go with Lay.
It's Lee, but that's
Lee.
okay.
Oh, sure.
It's fine. Everyone gets it wrong. It's fine. I'm Lee. I also go by Ipsy. I will be playing the Violet Viper, second of her name. Uh, I basically snuck into the Onyx Path streaming team and hid there for many years, and have just now started coming out like a sleeper agent to be seen more and more often. Yeah. So they have not yet figured out my long-term plan to become queen of Onyx Path, but
But it's in.
oh crap. No, I shouldn't have said that out loud. I'm sorry.
I think by this time, like you're already so entrenched, like we can't do this without you.
No, no, that's
Yes.
okay. Normally I'm on the European streams, but I made a special exception just for this one.
Well, I am very glad that you
Mhm.
did. I'm very excited to see the Violent Viper in action. Um, I am Chaz. I am your story guide for today. I too trick Onyx Path, allowing me to come on and uh talk stories, do Scion stuff. Um, and I am very blessed to like be able to come on and like meet wonderful people and play these like exciting games whenever I get the chance. So today, as I said, we are going to be playing Scion Four Colors, a story of superheroes. And like any good superhero story, I believe we're going to begin like right in the middle of the action. It is a lovely Monday morning in Metro City, and you all are already on your way to First Metro Bank as it is being robbed by a group of criminals all carrying Tommy guns. Um, Wow, Claus, how are you? What is your mode of transportation? How are you on your way to First Metro Bank?
I'm running. My person didn't allow me to have like modes of transportation. Basically, it was just like, you're good at the athletics, right? And just taught me how to run everywhere. I'm just running, jumping, clawing. I went through an old lady's house, an apartment, and then dropped down in the middle of like maybe a birthday party, went through there in the shadows, and then I probably am the first to arrive because I had to leave early.
That is true, yeah. And so as you're making your way through, people are like cheering for you. They're like, Wild Claus. Some people, particularly that birthday party, are less enthused as, you probably fell on a cake or a table, something. That means somebody's parent had to fix something else. But like in general, people are excited as you're going out to serve justice to those evildoers. Of the Blessed Ink, how are you getting to First Metro Bank?
Parkour. He is going rooftop to rooftop, jumping over, jumping from one building to another, sliding down fire escapes, doing unnecessary flips and other acrobatic stunts that are completely just for show and do not aid in the speed at which he gets to the bank.
Gotcha. So in the beginning, you have much less eyes on you as like you're on the rooftop, but eventually, you'll come down, someone's fire escape, and they'll be like, "Oh wait, that's of the blessed ink." Start streaming you. So by the time you're like, 2 blocks out of First Metro Bank, everyone's cheering for you. People are up on the roof trying to give you high fives as you're like doing backflips, making your way there.
He's returning the high fives. Yeah.
Nice. Violet Viper, how are you making your way to First Metro Bank?
Well, of course, I am roller skating, and obviously, I have like a theme song playing for me. My mom has prepared all this for me, by the way. I have the little outfit going on. So I'm skating my way, doing the spins and the tricks, and I'll skid to the stop in the cool action pose, waiting for the rest of my team to like parkour their way down to join me.
By the time you get there, there is just a throng of people. Of the Blessed Ink really was, like was being streamed. So Instagram was like all a buzz that you all are going there. Plus there was, news of, don't go to First Metro Bank. There are bank robbers. It is like dangerous. And so by the time you all get there, there are people who are like very concerned. Our loved ones are in there. I hope they're okay. But there are also people who are just excited to see you, just like really cheering you on. Uh, as should have done this before stream. We're going to call y'all the Pet Pals.
The pet pals.
Pet Pals. As the Pet Pals have made it to the scene. Um, by the time you get there, there is a negotiator who is like speaking with the bank robbers, and you learn a few things. One, it is four of them. Four bank robbers. It's like Monday morning, and so there's a decent amount of people in there, like trying to cash checks or make deposits before they head off to work. Uh, these bank robbers are very much asking to take, the money in the vault, but also get a helicopter to escape. They are unaware of your presence as of now.
Hmm. Have we gotten a report from the negotiator about what's going on?
So you can talk to her now if you want.
I just want to get an idea of what's happening, the lay of the land.
So essentially they're keeping everyone hostage in the main lobby. They are willing to talk, but any time like someone tries to like walk in to talk, they are very against it. If you push them too far, they have threatened to kill a hostage, although no hostages have been shot as of yet.
Hmm. So I think the best course of action would, of course, be for me to approach from the front and cause a distraction, and maybe the two of you can go see if there's another way in, maybe around the back, and try and rescue the hostages that way.
Oh, Operation Shadowcat. No, I got you.
Hmm. Are you with us, Blessed Ink?
Does anybody at the bank have a code? Anybody who got out of the bank have a code at the back door so for us to slip in?
The owner of the bank has shown up recently. So they have the code. They have been trying to stay far away just so like the hostage takers don't realize that they're here. But yeah, someone has the code that they give to you.
All right, yeah, yeah. So yeah, we can do that.
Okay, great. So I will go ahead and skate my way up to the front.
As you start skating, you hear someone yell, "Hey, hey, hey, I thought we said no one passes that line."
I'm just here to talk. I'm just here to talk, baby.
We'll talk with the loudspeaker thing.
Uh, I don't do technology. Sorry. I'm all up close and personal, baby.
I
You
want
know
a
me.
This is not manipulation. I want a presence
Okay.
persuasion roll.
Oh no, I'm so bad at that. I don't know. Let's see. All right, presence and persuasion. I'm looking for 8 or above.
That's correct.
All right, and that gives me 1, 2, 2,
Two.
both 8s.
Okay. So they are willing to let you come up, but you have to come up by yourself, hands up. No one else follows you. All right,
That's it.
come on
Um,
in.
while Violet is doing that, I'm going to get Shadowcat to go and dive into Violet's shadow
Hmm.
just to give backup, just in case something happens.
Okay. So you all have seen this before. This jaguar-sized shadow leaves Wildclaw shadow, crawls up and like pounces into your shadow.
Mhm. I'm used to this. I know what to do.
As you walk up, all 4 Tommy guns are directed towards you. The door opens, and
And can I say that my roller skates are retractable and now I have like
yeah.
fancy go-go boots? Okay.
Yes, you can.
All right. The beautiful purple snakeskin go-go boots now,
You
and I
hear
just walk in.
you hear somebody in the back like, "That's some good shoes." I mean,
They are.
I
Yeah.
mean,
That's great shoes. Thank you. I know. You too. Oh, I love your hat.
oh, thank you. It's like, stop it,
Oh,
Mike.
stop it. Hi.
Okay, what do you want to talk about? Are you here to give us the access to the vault?
I unfortunately I do not have access to the vault. I am here for proof of life. Just making sure that everything is as you say it is.
Okay, well, look around. They're all here.
Okay. And I'm making sure that no one has been hurt
It's
and no one is sick or injured or needs help.
it's a weird scene. Everyone is like down on the ground, but they're all eating like sandwiches,
Hmm.
like cucumber sandwiches. It's a much more relaxed vibe than you expected.
Uh-huh.
It's not relaxed because there are still like weapons involved, but much more relaxed than you expected from a hostage situation.
Okay. You did check to make sure nobody is allergic to any of the ingredients in the sandwiches.
And then Mike in the background was like, "Oh, we brought multiple sandwiches," and I was like,
Okay.
"Stop it, Mike!"
Thank you, Mike. I am so glad that you're here to help. You're very helpful today, Mike.
Thank
This
you.
is, yeah, you're welcome. Your contribution is noted and recognized. I'm going to continue to like ask questions and check the vibe just to buy time for the other two to try and sneak in through the back.
Gotcha.
Hmm.
And like through that, you get the feeling that like um the people, the hostages, do not think they're like in any danger, mostly
Hmm.
because while Mike is the one who is like actively talking about like bringing extra sandwiches, for whatever reason, they don't believe that these hostage takers are going to shoot anything. Like they've never pointed a gun at anyone. It seems like it's been more for show than actual danger.
Can I notice if can I use my investigation skill? What would that be? Science we discussed was forensics and hunting, maybe, to determine if the guns are actually real and loaded.
Yes, and I believe that you have a specialty in like firearms, so you can add a +1 enhancement to that roll. While you're
It
rolling,
it wasn't in firearms.
oh, okay, never mind then. So that's just a straight up roll, but you can make that roll. While you're
Okay.
rolling, let's go outside. What are you two doing?
So I imagine the president or owner bank guy gave us enough information that we can sneak in unnoticed.
Yeah. Gave
Yeah.
you the code, so like nothing should impede your progress. Gave you like a basic layout. Kind of like drew something like in chalk, like this is what the bank looks like, so you know exactly how to get from the back to the lobby.
Okay. I've got the knack perfect rendition, so I'm gonna take it from what he says
Mhm.
and jot it down. Like write it down on my blank spot on my forearm. There's not a lot of blank spots because of
Right.
all the tattoos, but the one spot, and it's just because of that, it's just a perfect map of the entrance and how to get to where we need to get to.
Okay.
And to our knowledge, all four of the gentlemen that were, I'm not gonna, just may not all be gentlemen. All
Mhm.
four people who are robbing the bank are in the lobby area.
So as you're like talking about that, a child walks up to you and says, I think I saw 5 people go in. Parents come in and say, don't ignore him. He just is really excited to meet you. And the child's like, no, I saw 5 people go in. There's 5 people in there.
Well, what did the fifth person look like?
Uh he had on very heavy coat. And he went in 5 minutes before everybody else did. And parents are like, no, that's just somebody who just because you're wearing coats does not mean. And the child again is like very adamant, like, no, I saw him take something out of the car that looked like a weapon. He put it in the coat. There's 5 people in there.
Oh, well, I'll be on the lookout for a fifth person. Thank you, citizen.
Thank you. And like very excited that he like helped bring justice.
Uh, and Wild Claws takes out like, hold on, I got something for this. And takes out like a uh a shadow cat hat and just puts it on.
Oh, and he just like beaming. And has a little shadow cat on. He's like running around. Look what I got. Look what I got.
Uh, Waiting for Blaze Ink to make
Yeah.
his move.
All right. So he's gonna pull it out his forearm to kind of point on it to be like, okay, so we don't know where this other guy is, but the other four are in this lobby area here. So we got to watch for him coming in. It sounds like they want to get access to the vault, so he's probably going to be creeping around the vault, which is over here.
Hmm.
Um, so if we see this guy, we take him out,
Of course.
and then we try to sneak out hostages. I'm thinking
Um, I can get the bodega cats to do that, so that's not a problem.
that is true. Yes, they're very helpful cats. Um, so um, we take out the one guy. Once we get clear, we just I mean, do I just rush these guys from behind? We can sneak up on them.
Probably, but like if they're chill and if they're chill would violate. I mean, don't want to be too rough on them. I because they look like amateurs.
Well, I mean, yeah, but they're amateurs with Tommy guns.
That
So,
is also fair. But we've also fought worse. So
I
I
mean,
mean,
I know I can take a bullet or two, but I'm thinking of the hostages here.
that's also fair. We'll hit them quick and then keep on the lookout for the fifth guy.
All right, sounds good.
You two make your way to the back. Violet Viper, what did you roll?
I got 110, and do tens explode?
Yeah, we'll say 10 explode.
Okay, so then I got two tens, and then they stopped exploding.
Gotcha. So 2, that is more than enough. These are real Tommy guns. They are
Okay,
not loaded.
they are not loaded. They are real guns, but not loaded. Okay,
Yes.
I'll keep that in mind. Do I notice anything else unusual?
Mike keeps looking back towards the vault.
Okay. Do any of them seem like impressed with the fact that I'm here? Or like, am I getting the Spanish vibe off of any of them?
Mike gives a slight fanish vibe. Everyone else
Hmm.
seems more kind of put upon, if that's the best phrase.
Hmm.
Um, as if you're making their job harder, because you kind of
I am. That's okay.
are.
So what are you guys gonna do with all this money?
I- Well, you know what? We'll tell you if you help us get the money.
I will see what I can do, but I'm not entirely sure.
It's not these people's money anyway. The bank has it. Like they'll have their money regardless. We're just taking from the bank.
Hmm. But but why? Why this bank? Why these people?
Well, these people are just kind of unlucky.
Hmm.
We tried to get here before the bank opened, so no one would be here. But Mike had to make extra sandwiches, and Mike's like, the people love the sandwiches. The system works.
Could I have a sandwich?
Oh, sure. And someone's like, damn it, Mike. Like, knock the sandwich out of his hands.
How dare you, sir?
Mike's
This
like,
man put his hard work and effort into making these beautiful sandwiches that everyone else gets to enjoy.
everyone's like, mm-hmm, good sandwich.
There's good. They look happy. Look, I came in here with the idea that maybe we could order you guys pizza, but you guys already have that covered, and you have Mike to thank for that. You have taken a weapon out of my hands.
Mike, get get her a sandwich, please. And Mike
Thank
seems
you.
very vindicated.
Thank you. I mean, I have to know. Also, I maybe you guys put some sort of magic mind control poison in the sandwiches, and I have to investigate from that angle too. Not that I think Mike would do it, because Mike here is doing a bang up job.
Roll me a, I don't know if this is how you intended, but I want a manipulation, uh,
Mhm.
either, persuasion or something roll, because it seems like you're trying to like bring Mike over to your side.
Yes. Can I do empathy?
Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, that fits. Um, in the back, Blessed Ick and Wild Claws. You get to the back, you can open the door.
Question, because I don't use them often. How does Nax work? How do we activate that? Do we use a legend or
Knacks make use of momentum, and usually they'll tell you like how much momentum it causes. It costs. You all start with, because we have three people, three momentum in the group. Gain more by failing a roll.
okay?
Right. And not all of them cost momentum.
Yeah,
So
it'll
like
tell you.
I have one that costs momentum. The one I used earlier doesn't cost any momentum. If you have any immortal ones, those usually cost legend, imbuing or those sometimes cost legend.
Um, then with that, then I am going to activate a warning. Um,
Ooh.
you sense the presence of danger before it emerges, spend momentum and double the successes on any roll to detect ambushes or to discern whether person means harm. If you're protecting your charge, you do not need to pay the cost, but I'm not protecting the charge. I don't
Right.
think so.
So you
Um,
would spend one momentum.
I mean,
yeah,
if our goal is to if your goal is to defend the people inside the bank, the hostages, then they would be your charge.
Yeah, yeah, I like it. You are actively doing this to defend them. They are your charge, so you can roll without spending momentum, and then you double the successes.
cool. I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Four successes.
And that's
Oh,
after it's doubled.
no, double. So to be eight.
Eight successes. Okay. Um, as your foot crosses the threshold, a shadow cat comes from like the corner. When your like senses are tingling, there is someone who is with 8 successes, yeah, waiting like in the shadows, like in the back vaults. Tommy gun trained on Violet Viper and anyone who walks in. And because you have 8 successes, it's not just that it is an empty Tommy gun. Like this one is armed, and there is an imminent threat of shooting.
Um, I was just gonna look at Blessed Ink. Our fifth guy waiting in the back vault, Tommy gun loaded, most likely on Violet. Um, Wildcard's gonna get down to where the cat is, send a warning to Violet, gun trained on them from the corner of the bank vault.
And does the quick like meow and like jumps into the shadow. Violet,
Yeah.
what type of sandwich would you like?
Um, what options do I have?
So there is the cucumber with
Hmm.
red pepper aioli.
Ooh,
There's
that's
a
good.
classic peanut butter and jelly for the children's.
Of course, you
Um,
gotta keep that
the
in mind. Mhm.
small grilled cheese, just because like you can't go wrong with grilled cheese,
No, you can't.
and a kind of like a ham turkey BLT kind of extra meaty one.
I'll go ahead and go with cucumber.
Uh,
I'm feeling a little light refreshment right now. I don't want to get too weighed down.
Mike's like,
Well,
this
I'm
is my
superhero.
favorite. And
I'm so
as Mike comes over to you, you see a shadow cat, kind of like come out of the back. And having done before, like you're aware that this shadow cat's coming with a message.
mhm.
Um, it like runs by, jumps into your shadow, and you are aware that there is a muzzle like trained like
On me.
directly on you. Um,
Okay.
kind of directly. There is somebody in between you and this muzzle, however.
Okay. I'm still gonna play it cool.
Mhm.
I had a question though that I wanted to backdate. Could I have used Grand Entrance
I feel like you
as my
came in
knack?
with your boots transitioning. Yeah, like that was a grand entrance, so that feels appropriate.
Okay. Because then I would get +1 enhancement to all social roles.
Yeah, yeah, that feels like it works. So you have +1 enhancement to all the rolls that have happened before and
All
ongoing.
right. So Mike is becoming my friend.
What was that last roll we had you do?
It was to charm him.
Right, and how many successes?
Oh, I got 1.
With the +1 enhancement, that makes it 2.
2, yes.
You get the feeling that Mike is like really trying to impress you, like really trying to get on board with on the Violent Viper train.
Hmm. So I'm gonna snack on my little sandwich. Did you make this aioli yourself?
I
This is
did.
it's so good. You it's red pepper. Did you roast them?
I could like show you how to make it or make it for you sometimes. And people are like, Mike, stop it. We're trying to get money.
You could get money off of this. This would be huge.
That's what I
Red
told
pepper.
them. We didn't. Could you? And then Mike like turns around, um, and like doesn't look at you in the eye anymore. Like steps back, eye to the ground, and starts
Mhm.
walking to his right, your left.
Hmm. He's clearing space.
He looks because the y'all have been bonding so much. He looks kind of like he was just admonished.
Hmm. Okay. We'll talk later. It's okay.
What's happening in the back rooms?
So is this person with a Tommy gun visible from our vantage point? Can we creep up on them and to
I'll
get
say
a
yes, because you know the ins and outs. You can get to them before they see you.
okay. I'm gonna creep up on to kind of get close. I
Mhm.
am going to uh grab something and what is around that I can grab to throw.
If you want to get to them without them seeing you, you could go into the president's office and get, some kind of like desk trinket, a stapler, a weight, a snow globe, something like that.
Yeah, a pen works just fine.
Yeah.
Um, and I'm going to kind of line up the guy to uh, huck the pen at him and use Death by Teacup
Ooh.
to turn the pen into a weapon against him.
All right. Let's do a firearm dexterity.
Since it's throwing, wouldn't it be athletics?
Oh yeah, okay, I'll let you do athletics.
All right.
Wild Claws, what are you doing while this
Uh, Crouching down and just waiting for Blessed Ink to throw whatever it is it's about to throw, and then follow up with Shuttle Claw attack.
okay. Then I'll just have you roll now, just so we can like get those
Okay.
two. And because your Shadow Cat is currently in Violent Viper Shadow, I'll say Violent Viper, you are aware of all this happening.
And does this count as a sneak attack?
Yes.
Right. So I got 3 successes.
All right. Yep. Even with the defense, that definitely hits as that uh pen just lodged itself right into his left arm. Uh Violet Viper, you hear this scream in the back. Um Wild Claws.
Uh, with 2 enhancements with the claws, it'd be 5.
And as you hear this person in the back start yelling, Wild Claws jumps out of the shadows, finishing him off. Violet Viper, what are you doing as you see your teammates, the pet pals, take down the one person who is actually armed and dangerous?
I will look, excuse me, I will look at the remaining hench people. Well, are you guys sure you still want to go through with your plan?
So they'll all look to Mike.
You could be like Mike. This is a man with vision, a plan for the future. He's going places. Are you going with him? Or are you going to jail?
Would you let us go with him?
See, I know that you guys don't actually have any bullets.
And
So,
the look of shock on their face when you say that.
oh, you didn't know. Oh, honey. I'll tell you what. I'll put in a good word with with the DA's office that you guys were just manipulated. And it was actually Mike who was helping trying to get you guys to come to the good side. And if you work with the DA's office, I'm sure we can work something out. Community service, maybe.
And they just like, thank you so much. We didn't want to do this.
You didn't want, oh my God, I
Mike,
know.
however, walks over and is like, would you, I don't know if could I start working for you as a cook or a chef? Or
I will take it up with our mentor, but if you give me your details, socials, whatever,
he
I'll make
hands you a rudimentary business card that he
uh
clearly made himself.
so
It's called Mike's Meals.
Mike's Meals. Absolutely. I like this. We'll definitely look you up for catering for our next gig.
Thank you. Thank you so
Yeah,
much.
no problem, honey. Did a great job. I'm so proud. I look forward to seeing you shine and fly in the future.
Mike is excited. The hostages start like rushing you, like you have saved them, because
Yeah.
even though it was some good sandwiches, they were still under threat. And but you have saved them. Wild Claw, Blessed Ink, are you going to announce yourself or are you slinking back into the shadow?
Uh, I got the guy. I'm gonna let Violet have Violet's moment. They got this. Then he's just gonna grab the individual. Okay, buddy, you're coming with me, and we're gonna go and put you in the back of a police car.
Oh, dang you, pet pals. That just a normal Monday for the pet pals. The DA decides, or you directs the police that the DA should at least give these four special attention, as they were under the thumb of this other dangerous person who didn't even give them bullets, so they weren't really dangerous, even though they thought they were. Um, the head of the bank robbery has been sent to jail, and you all go back to your brand new office. The Pet Pals is actually started by the previous Violet Viper, one of the first superheroes ever. Um, and as she kind of like aged out of being a superhero because that was too dangerous for herself, plus she had a child to take care of, she kind of started this whole pet pals thing, and has been working with various government bodies in order to give you all like funding. So now, while you have your own jobs outside, you do get little stipends for being superheroes, like saving the world. Of course, that does mean she wants you to come into this office because if it's being funded by the government, they need proof that y'all are using it. So Monday after this, you walk in and you see the previous Violet Viper, whose name is Violet, um, on the phone trying to get some kind of deal because, as far as she's concerned, stipend is not enough for people risking their lives. You all need a salary. She sees you come in, she like nods and stays on the phone. So anything you would like to do as you kind of wait for your weekly meeting to start?
Um, I I'm making a quick phone call.
Mhm.
Um, Hi, Lewis. Hi. Yeah, I know. Last night's fight. Yeah, that was fun. Yeah. No, my nose is fine. It's fine. Yeah. The other guy looks bad. Listen, I need you to do me a favor, okay? Louis, okay, I need you to go and get Louis to his rugby game, and then afterwards, he has voguing at 5. Yes, 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 yes. Yeah, I listen. No, don't call it a death drop. It's a dip, but like it. I know, almost broke his leg the last time. Was it for rugby or for voguing? Yeah, no, no, Louis, I just need you to take care of this. What I'm doing? I got early morning work. No, I'm not at the gym. It's government charity thing that I'm doing. You know that thing I'm doing. Yeah, yeah, yeah. All right. Tell Louis I love him. Okay. Knock him dead, both on the floor and also on the field. Yeah, tell him don't slam him too hard. Okay. All right. Thanks, buddy. Bye. Hangs up. Oof.
If he needs help with the voguing, it's all in the core. I can give him some lessons,
Oh, he
a little
definitely needs
tutoring.
lessons.
Yeah.
It got bad. He knocked another boy out while dipping on the floor. Like it got pretty bad.
Yeah, it's real common when you start out, but I'll help. It's okay.
Yeah, he doesn't have the rhythm. Yeah, yeah.
Oh no. Yeah. Oh.
Oh, what are we supposed to be doing?
Mom is working on getting us salaries. So we're looking at a raise, maybe.
What about you, Blessy? What are you up to?
I imagine since we are the pet pals that there are just this is like a doubles as an animal shelter of some sort, right?
Violet does have a penchant for small, cute animals. However, what she considers cute changes kind of like on the month. Like there was a time she was super into hamsters, and so she bought all y'all hamsters and was like trying to get you to change your superhero personas to include some sort of hamsters. The next month she was like hamsters are kind of annoying and they're like really hard to stay alive. Now I'm into ferrets, and this is what we're doing. Then she went to snakes, and so like she always has a dedicated like pet room, but it is also like an adoption thing because she's aware that like she will just get bored of them and
What's the
get them
current
away.
pet of the month?
Right now she's actually into fish, just like any type of fish. And you get the feeling that's part of why she wants this salary thing, because to get a large enough like fish tank, it's not like a ferret where you get like you got to have a fish tank that can handle
Right.
all the fish.
Can't just leave them in a room and let them run nuts.
Yeah.
You shouldn't do that with ferrets, but it happens.
Right.
Yes.
So I
I thought
imagine
you
there's
meant with fish. You can just leave the fish.
so he's in a room with just a bunch of little. She probably had a moment where she was picking up chihuahuas that were so he's just in a room just like playing with a bunch of chihuahuas.
Okay.
I kept my snake.
Interesting. Yeah,
Yeah.
she, as much as she is not a fan of snakes at the moment, she understands your connection
Yeah.
to the snake. Um, you, however, someone comes to you and says, you have a visitor, and you look out and you see someone with just like a massive bunch of roses, um, kind of like peeking behind it, looking very sheepish.
Not this again.
Is it
I
Mike?
don't.
Is it Mike? Did you catch yourself a Mike?
Oh,
It is not Mike.
It's not Mike. It's not. I wish it was Mike.
I was gonna go. I gotta call him for some sandwiches. Can you call Mike? Did you get his number?
Yeah, I did actually. Okay, let me just text Mike about the sandwiches. Hang on. Okay. What's going on with the Do I have any texts about the roses?
You have had texts all day. I'm so sorry I missed last night. It won't happen again. I promise I'll make it up to you.
Okay. Mike, can we get how many sandwiches do you guys want?
oh, I'm cutting, so let me just get one.
Okay. Well, let's just do a tray and then we can like share it around the office later.
Right.
It's fine.
I'm sure the
The
chihuahuas will love it.
leftovers. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, okay.
Should I
Just a
let
tray.
him in?
Yeah, do you want a sandwich?
Oh yeah, I heard
Okay,
about these
great.
sandwiches.
Okay.
I think they meant the roses, like the
Yeah, I know what
roses.
they meant.
And he's just out there just like kind of grips in. It's like, yeah, okay.
Okay. Sandwich order's coming through. Send it through. Hopefully he'll be here soon enough. Okay, send him on in.
And before the door even like opens, you hear the flow of apologies. I'm so sorry. I brought you roses, but look, it's not the best. I I have this. I met a guy, and he told me about this way to make like money, this like obscene amount of money, and then like if I did it, like we can go on all the vacations and like the trips and
And buy me a massive amount of roses.
well, it might be tulips sometime.
What do you think I need so many roses for exactly?
Well, I was gonna like pick a whole bunch of different things, but I wanted to get here to like explain what I know I missed date. Like it won't happen again.
Um, I think Wild Claws is just gonna lean over to Blessing. I know that flower shop. Those roses have been dead for about 2 weeks now.
Yeah, this
You
okay,
got
okay.
the I'm in trouble special for $3.99.
Yes, yes.
hmm I'm very familiar with this. This is not the first time. This is
Oh,
they
okay.
have your they have your order standing.
I mean, that's just because that's where my friend works. Look, we're getting off track. I want you to
Oh,
meet him. I
Not
want
friend
you
roses.
I want you to meet the guy. Like I can like hook you all up. You all can make money. I assume y'all don't make a whole bunch of money like here. Like just meet him. Just meet him. It'll be great. Please. I'm begging you to meet him. You'll see why when you meet him.
What is he selling?
He's he's effectively an influencer. He's like selling self-help like
We
tapes.
we are influencers. We don't have to sell tape.
But
Tape. Who sells tapes?
because like it's about like being holistic and being away from the modern tech. It's more, it makes more sense when he says it. Like
I
just
mean, I literally have Nike as one of my sponsors. Like, what I need a self-help bro sponsorship.
I mean you can still keep Nike, but then like, you know, on a different Instagram thing, you talk about like, you know, healing and like being true to yourself and
Like, Tony Robinson literally DMs me like affirmations.
Yeah.
um what okay, what if I may have said
Uh-huh. Here it comes. Let's go.
Oh,
that I can bring in a few people. Um, so if you could, and then because I told if I bring in like three people, I get like a $5,000 bonus. Like this
wait,
is
Ipsy, I got this. Wait. And um he's Kenny's gonna go behind the counter and just hands out like a form. So you see this? This is our rate hourly.
oh
Hmm.
You see how many zeros there are?
so that he pulls out a form and he's like, but this is how much he's offering you all 50,000 per hour.
How much money did you give him?
I don't think that is relevant
No,
right now.
that that is definitely relevant.
Hmm.
Oh, but like I had to give him money because it's part of the
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 pyramid
plan.
scheme?
No,
The
no,
pyramid
Wow.
scheme?
no. He said it wasn't a pyramid scheme. He specifically said,
Did he call it multi-level marketing?
"How did you know? Are you part? Like, do you know him?"
Wow.
Listen,
How much money?
people in my family know pyramids. I'm just saying.
But it can't be because it's. And then, by the way, Violet walks in, talking on the phone, looks at him, looks at you, and then goes back inside.
Mm. Okay, okay. How much money did you give him?
Technically, I didn't give him any money. I just gave him some numbers that may be the numbers on my credit card.
A blank check at that? Good God, man.
But like he wouldn't do anything with.
To be fair, we know you. Your credit limit cannot be that high, so
No.
it couldn't be too bad.
Even
uh,
still.
Honestly, right now, I got a boost to like two grand last month, and like
And so you probably have it maxed out and I only have like $5 available.
so
It's for
okay,
the
so then
month.
I didn't give him any money then because like he can't access the money.
I will bail you out. We will go down and meet him. This is the last time.
I thank you,
This is the last time.
and I will never get you roses again. Would you prefer
I don't want,
sunflowers,
no, I don't want any flowers. In,
chocolate?
Interflora sponsors me. I have a 5-month contract with Godiva. I
Well,
don't need,
I asked you don't take those sponsorships. You're making it really hard for me doing that now.
I mean, if you can, if you want to get some cabbage or some lettuce, that we got some rabbits in the back that could use some food.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I'll next time I'll just come with some lettuce.
PetSmart gift cards. We're
That's
really, yeah, that's what we're working on. So this is the last time.
it won't happen again.
Okay. Because if it does, we're over.
I guarantee you it won't have. I just thought that like I could, because we talked about going on the vacation. I want to take you on a vacation.
And I appreciate that. But right now, Mike is bringing me sandwiches and his roasted red pepper aioli. Amazing. He brings something to the table, and that thing is sandwiches.
Okay, so you want me to bring you some sandwich stuff? Okay, I got it. I
Oh,
I
oh.
understand now.
Mm. Kenny's just
Look,
gonna shoo him off like, okay, all right.
okay.
Uh, what is being communicated is that you need an actual job.
Oh, okay. No, I meant it. Okay, so then I do have a job. I actually wanted to like talk to you about it last night. So
Okay.
have you heard of the I forgot what the derogatory name people use. Like it is a kind of a church type thing, but people call it the kaiju cult. I don't know why people call it that.
Go on.
Um, so I'm working with them now. I have a uniform and everything.
You are really speed running this breakup, aren't you?
No, like
Can you
job.
wait? They gave you a uniform.
Yeah.
The cult gave you a uniform. That doesn't make of a job. That means you're a member of the
The
cult.
cult. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's how that works.
like Scientology.
No, no, because like no, I have a job. Like I go out and I recruit people. Like that's a job.
That's no, that's how that
That's
works. That's the
yeah.
cult.
That's being a cult. Yeah.
Yeah.
By the way, Violet, who has been in the back, it's like a glass window, so like y'all can like see each other, but it is soundproof. Has been staring daggers ever since she uh saw him mouth because she is very talented in all things. Saw him mouth kaiju cults. She is not talking; she is just like staring intently at his mouth.
Okay. This is the last time. This is it. You will take us. We are all in agreement now that we have to investigate the kaiju cult.
Hmm.
Okay.
Actually, yeah, because let's go because like normally I agree with you. I honestly think I have a job. I think it's a miscommunication. So yeah, let's just go. And then like you'll see how, you know, it's yeah, there are some things that are kind of like weird, but like in general, it's just about like happy people like getting together and like sharing things.
Tell me what's weird.
So last week when I went,
Hmm.
they were having like a meeting, like everyone sits in a circle. Um, and they're these like super cool songs. I don't know the words. They're in like Latin or some language that I don't understand. It also doesn't really have a good rhythm. Like honestly, I was hoping to like play the piano or something, like really like bring the heat to. But yeah, so we kind of sat there, and I don't know, I felt kind of weird doing it, but you know, after that, everyone kind of paid, $20, and then we left.
Wait,
Mike, do you want to grab coffee some time? No, keep talking.
Before you even say talking, Mike has responded, "Yes, all
Uh,
caps exclamation point."
uh-huh.
I, no, like it's like let see you're over like let's just go talk to them, and you'll see like it's just a whole bunch of like really caring people who just like they need a shtick. Is really
We
what it is.
we've got it. We got a thing we got to handle.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
why we're here for
Mhm.
a meeting and all gathered in one place. So, um, go get bagels or something and um, lots of smear on them. And then when by the time you're back, you want to go to the good place, not the crappy one right
Mhm.
there. It's 2 blocks north, 3 blocks west, and then 2 more blocks north. You want to make sure that Jimmy is the one that puts the smear on the bagels.
Yes.
Don't let Johnny do it. He skimps out.
Mhm.
Okay, okay.
Okay. Um, I want an everything bagel. What do y'all want?
I need 2 muscle milks,
Mhm.
vanilla. Make sure, and when I mean vanilla, don't get like the white bottle or the yellow bottle. Make sure you get the black bottle. Like,
Okay.
and I'm serious, black bottle,
Mm-hmm.
not the white one.
Stick
And
taking
it has
notes.
muscle milk, vanilla, and make sure it says vanilla this time, not soy.
Right. Okay. Yeah. No. I got it. Like.
I'm serious. Yeah, partially allergic, and you almost killed me the last time.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah. No. No soy. Okay.
Right.
Okay.
I want sun-dried tomato. Mhm.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. That's it. You can go.
All right. I'll be
Bye-bye.
back. And he takes off.
See,
I know.
the
As
last time
soon as
was
he's
last
gone,
week.
Violet swings the door open.
Go.
Kaiju cult.
Kaiju cult.
That's who you bring into my office. Kaiju cult.
It's
We
over.
just found out.
We just
That's
found
not
out
it. Like we didn't know. We didn't invite him in.
New development.
new development.
Well, today's meeting, thankfully, is about the Kaiju cult. The government has been working with us to take down the Kaiju cult, because apparently the Kaiju cult is in the process of summoning some sort of creature here.
Oh,
And they're
I
charging
see.
$20 a person to do it.
Uh, well, unfortunately, you're going to have to figure out the business plan, business model, whatever it is. Apparently, the Kaiju cult has been happening for a long time, although it's only recently come to the surface because they have enough people online to kind of support their endeavors.
we can handle it.
Oh, thankfully we just got an in.
When he comes back with our bagels, we'll let him give you all the information so that
Mhm.
you can have detailed records of to share with the government to let them to give them a proper update because we wouldn't
Mhm.
want to misrelay the information. So he can provide a detailed report on that for you.
I would actually prefer if you all took firsthand records and
I'm
completely bypassed him.
I am a super. Well, I mean, this is our informant. I am a superhero. We work with our community and our informants to get information, but as superheroes, we don't do the paperwork.
Could you
We 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 we
could you
mess up
make
the bad
another
guys.
friend and have them? I don't want y'all to do the paperwork. I just don't want him to do the paperwork. I cannot take one more screw up of his.
In my defense, Jonathan Bate
Oh no.
has been excellent at getting us leads on crimes.
Yes, I agree. He has, but it just so happens he gets you those leads because it's usually around him.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Confidential informants are a confidential informant. They're usually doing it to save their own ass, and we look the other way because that's how this relationship works.
You're right.
We're
You're right. I
heroes. We
just
need to stop crime, and if we know the guy creating the crime, then we can't let that secret out of the bag.
You're right. That is fair. I'm a little frustrated with him, but you're right. Yes, go with him. See if you can take down this cult,
Mhm.
and yeah, but yeah, since you already got the leads, we don't need to have a whole meeting today. I'm gonna go and
Right.
call somebody else right now.
Well, so what other details do you got for us other than they're trying to summon something?
Ah, yes, I guess I should give you. Kaiju Cult was started by this man named Vernon Dice. He used to work for a nuclear energy company. But was fired because he was like cutting corners or something. Kind of like went off the map for a couple years and has come back and now is claiming that the company that he started after he left is now, polluting the oceans somewhere. And that's how he gains most of his followers by being like by claiming to be an environmental activist and then just takes money.
Well, that won't do.
And
Something, fool and his money easily parted, something. Um, but if he's just scamming people, that's not like the
normally,
worst
if it was
thing.
just that, that wouldn't be us. That would be um, police officers or investigators. However, police officers have gone in and have been claiming to be attacked by some sort of monstrous entity that they cannot take down. So while we haven't been able to get a specific idea on what this monster entity is, there is something that requires superheroes to go in. And so I said that we were just going to shut down this whole shenanigan. That way we just don't have to deal with it.
RICO charges are still a crime, so
That's also true.
it it's just now there's crime and monsters.
Yes. And crime and monsters is where the pet pals specialize.
Which is
Right.
fair. We
Yeah.
do have an animal thing going.
Speaking of which, your dad called you.
Okay.
He just said he wanted to see you, but no.
Oh, he called you saying he wanted to see me.
Yes, he called this morning. I told him it was 4 a.m. He was like, so what? The party doesn't stop. You know how he is.
Yeah, I know how he is. I will talk to him. And you don't actually have to answer when he calls you. I have to answer when he calls me. You do not.
We have our own.
Okay, I don't need to know that, but thank you.
Yeah. Anyway, yes, give him a call when you can. I'm
Okay.
going to go make use of our brand new massage parlor because I think it's been a day. And
It's
it's like
what, 10 o'clock?
10 a.m. and it's been a day. So I'm
Wait,
gonna
did
go
you
make
say
use of that.
you said parlor? We got a whole parlor?
Violet has been like moving and shaking, getting government stipend.
Yes.
You won't let me set up a tattoo shop, but you can put it in a massage parlor?
Because when they come to like check to see what we're using, like I can justify massage parlors for superheroes. I can't justify tattoo shops yet. I'm trying though. I'm talking to people. Give me another like 3 months. We'll have your tattoo parlor.
Superhero tattoos.
That
People would love them.
I keep telling people that, but they're like, he has his own shop. Like, don't like give me 3-4 months max. I will get you your tattoo parlor. We'll probably have to move buildings, which is why it's taking so long.
It's at least a legitimate massage parlor, right? We can't get into any trouble. We're superheroes. Come on. Please, just reassure me of that at least.
You know what? Give me 2 weeks. We'll switch out the
Mom,
massage parlor for the tattoo parlor.
you could get a legit chiropractor because the last time you've gotten someone, I dislocated my shoulder, and I don't know how they were able to do so.
I I can't
because
get
I'm
a
me.
chiropractor for you all because you all your bodies are not the same as like human beings.
I know the last person you got dislocated my shoulder. That's why I'm kind of confused on how did you get them?
I said he was trained in superheroes as well as humans, and like I don't know how to test that, so I gave it a shot. Figured you all could take it. I was wrong.
I mean, it was traumatic. I had to get Ipsy to literally kick my shoulder back into place.
Well, like we fired him. Honestly, if I'm not trying to control your superhero identities, but if y'all, were wild chiropractor or that would make it just a lot easier if we had a lot of like in-house things. It's much easier on the budget. Not saying you have to do it, just an idea.
Okay, okay, we'll table it. We'll table it. We'll
Yeah,
come
yeah.
back to it. All right, where do we go first?
Well, before you go, uh Mike shows up with just 12 feet of sandwiches, just all the sandwiches.
Thank you, Mike.
Of
Even been
course.
an hour, has it?
Violet comes over, like takes a bite. This one. I
Hmm.
like him.
I like him too. Coffee later. We have a stack of crises to handle, but
Oh,
yes.
yeah, sure. Like if you need me, just call me.
Okay. Okay, you're not, I have to ask, you're not in like a multi-level marketing scheme or a cult or anything like that?
Who joins a cult? No.
Okay.
I I I must admit, I am enrolled in culinary school, which is where most of my money goes.
Yeah.
And I also have some not great friends, which is why I was part of the whole bank robbery thing. Once
Right.
again,
Yeah.
thank you so much for helping out. Um,
But you understand why she has to ask is since we did meet you robbing a
A
yeah,
bank
bank.
with a
no,
gun full of blanks.
I fully get it, and I appreciate you even giving me a chance to explain.
Yeah. No, it's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine. We'll talk more over coffee, but
Yeah.
it's important to sort out. Who was the guy you were working for anyway?
Um, his he doesn't he never shared his real name. He lives in my neighborhood. He goes by the name the Wombat. Um, and he was like, I can help you all out. Like we can just go like rob this bank. We can share money with the other people in the neighborhood, and you all can have a bigger cut. So, if you have any personal projects, like for me, like culinary school, I could pay it off because I had to take off a very massive loan for culinary school, and it's not very easy to pay back culinary loans. I am now learning.
Yeah. No, I get that. You need better friends because you're talented, and also he was totally gonna sell you out.
Hmm.
Like
Hmm.
you
I
don't give people unloaded gun.
I
No.
realize that now. We didn't know it was unloaded. He actually did this thing where he like had us shoot something in the beginning to like prove that it was loaded, and we like shot a bullet. So we thought it was, not knowing he only put one bullet in and had this whole like staging thing. We didn't know.
Okay.
So we're
So let's just we'll talk about it as a rehabilitation thing,
yeah,
re-entry into society, but later.
yes. Thank you.
So
I'm going to go back and start working on my final project for school.
what's your final project?
It is a citrus creme brulee, and so I'm trying to figure out how to combine these flavors in a way that is, not too much citrus, but not too eggy.
Yeah, I get it. And then you have to balance
Yeah,
you don't want it to curdle. Okay.
yeah,
No, that takes time. Go. We'll catch up later.
yes. And so Mike excuses himself.
Bye, Mike.
Bye,
Bye,
all.
Mike.
Ipsy.
Mm,
That one makes sandwiches and goes to culinary art school.
yeah, I know. I know. I know.
Culinary art school is why they were trying to rob the bank, not cults and MLMs and dead
Yeah,
roses from Fred and Gardens or shops. That
I
shop
know.
has not been doing good business since.
I know. I know. I know. Let's look, let's disband the cult and
Hmm.
I can't decide if I want to bail him out of the MLM or not.
But no, no. The last time was supposed to be last week. This is last
Right.
time number 10.
No, 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 no. I'm on board. I just can't decide if I want to do it before the MLM thing and then
Mhm.
he can just deal with that on his own or
The fact that you have to even ask that question is a problem.
I know, I
Yeah.
know, I know, I know. We're look, Jonathan Bate is canceled. I am completely on board with that.
Okay.
But can we still use him to like find schemes?
Yeah,
It's you
definitely.
have to admit that like his his villain attraction rate is through the roof.
It's perfect. No, I got that part.
Yeah, it's just, when you meet someone and you're rescuing them, you don't think that you'll be constantly rescuing them.
I mean, look, Mike, we've known Mike for like a day. He either is done crime before or his first attempt. Someone looked at him and said, "This is somebody whose first crime is going to be to rob a bank."
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh. So Mike might also pay off in that department as well.
Right. No,
If he knows people who's gonna walk up to him and say, "Let's rob a bank."
Also, understands that a MLM and a cult is probably not the best solution to your financial situations.
we don't have a financial situation. We
He
don't. I'm fine.
does.
He does. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what I was trying to get at.
Violet comes out again, takes
Okay.
another sandwich, looks at you, doesn't say anything,
Look, no,
bites the
no, no.
sandwich,
The
walks back.
breakup, like
No,
I, oh, it's
that's the
too
look
much.
my mother gave me when I was just like, yes, I 15 kid, also probably gay with a kid at 15, and she's giving you that look.
Yeah. Okay. No, 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 no. Okay. Relationship with Jonathan Bate ended, but we got to do the kaiju cult thing,
Yeah,
so we need
kaiju
him
cult.
for that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I am. I promise this time I'm gonna wake up with him.
All right. So, we'll say like the day passes. Jonathan comes back at some point and delivers what he thought you all wanted. So Blessed Ink wanted like everything bagel, but like, why? If you want everything bagel, you might as well want a donut. And so they're just like a dozen donuts for you. Um, the only thing he wrote down for Wild Claws was no soy, and he remembers something about vanilla, and so he was like, white chocolate is kind of vanilla. So you have the bag of cookies and cream, white chocolate like things. Um, Violet Viper, he didn't remember what you wanted, and so he has tulips instead of roses, and was like, "See, they're not roses."
I have never met anyone so committed to missing the point.
So you wanted these. Oh, these were celebration things after we like got you all into joint. Okay, I got it. I'll buy them again after we're done. Um,
About to break up with him, and I'm not even a part of this situation. Also, he didn't even get like the actual brand stuff. He got like the stuff that they have in the back. That's 4 months old.
Hmm.
Got
Hmm.
Hydrox, not Oreos. This thing's going to take the donuts, bring it over to the massage parlor that they have, because
Yeah.
apparently there's a bunch of masseuses who could use some donuts. Sure, why not?
All right. So I think now is a good time for a break, as like we um might be a little tired of Jonathan and are about to like have a whole adventure with Jonathan.
Sure, a short break would be nice.
All right, so we'll do like a 5-10 minute break, and we will be back. See you all soon. And welcome back. Um, I'm excited for the second half of the story. We have kind of discovered the kaiju cult that has been in the underbelly of Metro City for a little bit and is now cooking up something big and picking on poor Jonathan. Poor Jonathan, who doesn't know what he's getting into. It's about 8 p.m. and Jonathan has met you outside of a local Best Buy.
Okay. Could I have talked to my dad in the meantime?
Yes. So your dad, uh, yeah, he even though like being the divine can very much just communicate with you through multiple like divine channels, like just like speaking to your mind, he can bring you to his realm. Um, he's been trying to be like one of the cool kids, but he doesn't really understand what one of the cool kids is,
Uh-huh.
so he calls.
Okay.
And then sometimes he will text, but then he'll always like sign underneath his text his name.
Yes. Dad, nobody calls. Nobody calls anyone anymore. You can
But,
just you could just text me. It's fine.
but no, because every time you text me, you say I don't know how to text. How you doing? Listen. I was thinking, what
Mm-hmm.
if you come out, hang out, me and some of the other divines, we're having a little like get together. I want to introduce you to them. I want you to meet them.
Who is it this time?
Um, I don't remember the I don't know. It's just some people. I want you there. I want them there. It's kind of like an open divine party.
I told you before, I don't like going to these things if I don't know who's going to be there.
Oh, okay. How about this? I know somebody who you know is going to be there.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh. Your mom's going to be there.
Yeah, that's what I was
If
afraid of.
if I can convince her,
If you can convince her. Yeah.
yeah.
When is the party?
It's in. Oh, I got to use like human time.
Yeah,
It's
I
in
know.
2024. Is that helpful?
No, no, it's not. No. Yeah, I know. I know.
It's
We
soon.
have watches, you have time, but
It's it's soon, right? Like if you
it's
come in the general vicinity of soon, it's going to be happening.
I have plans.
Oh, well, you should have told me. You want me to come? You want me to come hang out?
No, it's not those kind of plans.
Oh, okay.
It's not the fun plans. I have to break up with my boyfriend and rescue him from a cult.
But why? He's so fun.
You, which boyfriend do you think I'm talking about?
The one who keeps doing like dumb things, and whenever you tell me about him, like at a laugh for like 10 years, he's great. No, don't break up with him. Wait, hold on.
No, no, no. We're gonna break up. We're breaking up. It's decided. I let you talk me into keeping him last time, and it's just gotten worse.
Can you tell me all the stories about him after you break up?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I don't care. Yeah. Have a great breakup, sweetie.
Okay, thanks, Daddy.
Okay, well then, after you're done with your plans, let me know because the party is starting soon and going a long time. So whatever y'all consider soon to a long time, the party is happening.
What is a long time?
I does
Are we
longer
are
than a second help?
y no. Are we talking years? Are we
Years.
talking days?
Years is like longer than a meter, right?
Generally, yes. Yes.
Okay, so then maybe not years, but longer than a meter is when the party ends.
Okay.
Look, if honestly, if you would just get on like my kind of timeline, you would it's easier to communicate to you. But yeah, like it's going to be happening. I assume. Like I don't know how long it's going to take to break up with him, but like just come tell everybody this. We gonna all love the story.
It's gonna take like 15 kilometers.
Oh yeah, no, you got plenty time.
Okay. Okay. I'll call you, we'll say in 42 miles.
I might be doing karaoke then, but
Okay.
after another 8 inches, give me a call. I'll answer.
Okay. Okay. All right.
All right.
All right. I love you, Dad.
Love you too. And then as he's hanging up, he's like, "She ain't coming yet." Boop. Oh,
So
your
my dad
dad.
invited us to a party,
Oh, wait, what kind of party this time?
a Divines party.
Oh,
It may actually still be the same one.
oh,
That's never clear to me.
still traumatized by the goat.
Everyone is traumatized by it. Okay, look, that's
I
what
thought the goat was
happens.
friendly.
Yeah, that's it is friendly for it's complicated.
What? Okay, your dad, your dad is great, your mom is great, but the last time we went to one of these parties, they decided to give Kiddo the hearts of his enemies for his birthday, and the only enemies he has is like in rugby and on the floor. So
On
you
the
know
dance
how
floor.
complicated that gets.
Yeah, I do. But it inspired that song "Murder on the Dance Floor."
It did.
Which is a banger.
And I don't think we need that sort of banger. And I'm still trying to repackage the heart part.
Yeah, no, I get it. I get it. I get
Yeah.
it. I look, not all the pantheons are the same, and mine's a little wild, but it's fun. He means well.
I'll get it.
Anyway, mm, we don't have to go. You don't have to go, but I should make an appearance. But that can wait until after the
But
kaiju cult.
if you go, I have to go because my promoter is probably listening and going, so you're going, right? And I'm trying not to say that out loud.
Uh-huh. No, I get you. I get you.
So
How are
after
you
this,
feeling, Ink?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm doing all right. I don't, could always use it as a chance to network, but
Yeah.
we got other things to do. Yeah.
All
I
right.
mean,
Yes. We'll do the kaiju cult, then we'll decide about the party.
Also, remember the Mike. You have dating with Mike and also breaking up with Jonathan that you also
Yeah,
got.
no, no.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
fine. I'm gonna use the kaiju cult as kind of like a deal breaker.
Ah, okay. Right.
I
So,
mean,
and
supposedly there's a monster there somewhere inside. Maybe the monster will do you a favor.
we can only hope. So,
We'll see. I see. So how are we? Why are we meeting Jonathan outside of a Best Buy?
Great question.
that's the where he told you to meet him.
This is more of a conversation
Yeah.
like is he like is he working in the back or something and where he's got to get off a shift or is he going to be running out of here with a handful of, do they still sell CDs in Best Buy? I haven't been in one in decades.
I haven't either, but I wouldn't know. I have a sponsorship with Beats, so
Oh,
yeah, so I don't ever pay for equipment. And then mom gets all the appliances through government contracts, so
yeah,
it's all
yeah, no,
fleet.
no.
So I wouldn't know. I like to think we're having this conversation while Jonathan is standing just slightly off camera,
She's just
include
like he's just there waiting as you're just like kind of talking. You see in his hand uh a pile of cloth looks like four robes.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Don't say it. Do not say it.
Oh, no, I could never. No, no.
Do not say it.
There's ropes here, Ipsy.
I can see that.
Oh, yeah. Jonathan, are these the uniforms?
Yeah. Can you believe it? I got some extra uniforms for you all, so you won't feel like out of place.
Right. They're kind of off, way off our sizes, but like the thought it counts, and he's just
Yeah.
gonna try to put the largest one on.
Blessing is putting the smallest one on.
Right, just
So that like their like sleeves are like really tight and his physique is showing through.
right.
Um, there is it's tight. There's no guessing on what he's wearing out underneath. He's not wearing anything. Um, enjoy the show for those who are interested.
I guess I get the medium,
That's right.
the middlemost row, and it fits fine. I guess. The one thing he's managed to succeed at doing is getting me clothes that fit me.
He eventually he got there.
He got there. Yeah, it just took him a while.
He knows your body. What you want is a different thing, but
Yep, yep.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like, all right, so this what we're gonna do is we're gonna go through the back.
The
Because
back of the Best Buy.
yes, yeah,
Mm. Mm-hmm.
and there is an area where the church gathers.
The church gathers in a Best Buy. Boop. There you go, Mom.
A text comes back. Should I quarantine the Best Buy?
I'm just gonna show the phone to the others.
I mean, it's a Best Buy. Probably the only people coming in here are part of the cult.
Yeah,
Let's
you
see.
might
Go
just have to
ahead
do
and
that anyways. Yeah.
quarantine the Best
Okay.
Buy.
It'll take about like 2 minutes for the first like police officer to show up, but within like 10 minutes, it will be shut down. No one is in or out.
Yeah. So let's go ahead and go in. Come on.
So you walk in, and it very much does look like a Best Buy, but as you anticipated, there is no one in there. Make your way to the back, and there is a very clear and obvious chanting around a ritual circle.
Who would pay $75 for a copy of Fallout 76?
That's why it's a front.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's the same person who would probably pay $20 to join a cult. So I mean, it's kind of the same thing.
God, that's an effective recruiting strategy.
Yep. Jonathan, have you played Fallout 74?
6.
Yeah, it's it's
Six?
it's great. I love it.
Mm-hmm. How much did you pay for it?
I got it on sale for $80.
Hmm.
That
Mm-hmm.
sounds about right. Yeah,
Yep.
makes sense.
Yeah, that tracks.
Okay, so when
As
we go, Mhm.
as a disclaimer, I love Fallout
Yeah,
76. I have a lot of fun playing. I just wouldn't pay $75 to do it. Right, so continue.
we're gonna go in. I think this is the singing without music portion. So we'll just stay quiet, and then like we'll like after the singing is done. I also brought each of you $20. If he gives you a $20 bill, um, you pay the money, and then you can like talk and like get to know everybody.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you go
That
in,
was surprisingly thoughtful.
you go
I
in,
I
and very like explicitly, there is a summoning circle in the center, and everyone is chanting, attempting to summon something.
What language are they chanting in?
Do you have polyglot by chance?
I do not.
Um, I would say you would recognize it is something akin to Latin, but there are significant enough differences that you're like, this isn't just like there's some sort of like language that like branched off of Latin but isn't Latin.
Is this something I could make a culture roll to pick
Yeah,
up
you
on?
could make a culture roll. It would be unless you're using some sort of like knack or boon, it would be 3 difficulty, but you can make a culture roll.
Well, let's see if these two tens can explode into at least one more success. They cannot.
Yeah.
That's 2.
Um, you cannot pinpoint the Latin or the language. It does seem you've seen people use it in these kind of TV shows that are like mimicking summoning like demons or something. But of course, it was TV shows that was just kind of like gobbledygook. But like the cadence is the same. The use of like vowels tend to be the same. So you think there's some kind of connection there.
So
Ixnay on the Atten lay.
I swear I saw this in an episode of Buffy.
Oh, and as you all walk in, the chanting stops, and the leader's like, "Hold on, we have new friends. Please come in."
Hey, how y'all doing today? Sorry we're late. I hope we didn't invite, we didn't screw up your summoning or chanting or
Oh no!
meditation. What are y'all up to, by the way?
Oh, we're well, I think introductions should come first. My name is Chris. How
Lovely
Hi,
to
are
meet
Chris.
you,
Chris.
Chris.
and what are your names? How can are you here to join? Are you here to like learn? Are you here to just like experience?
We're here to experience. Our friend here, John, said such high things about this organization that we figured that we should check it out, see what it's like, and if it sounds like an interesting time. So tell can you tell us more about yourself? What do you do here? What are your hobbies?
Oh, of course. And you're here to learn, right? You're not
Yes.
okay.
He's my boyfriend.
Oh,
So I've heard so much about you.
of
Well, and
course.
Jonathan just kind of like grabs onto your arm and
Don't touch me.
oh, I'm sorry. He's like, oh, well, I've heard so much about you. Welcome, welcome.
Uh-huh.
And well, if you're like one of the fold, then I can tell you, my name is Vernon. I used to work uh for Vernon Energy, a company that I created.
Mhm.
Unfortunately, I was kicked out due to like the evilness of the world. And so here we like talk about like feeling good about yourselves and positive affirmations. And also, you can't feel good about yourself without feeling good about the world, feeling good about the environment, taking care of the environment. And so we are, in a way, we're eco fighters, really.
Huh?
Hmm. Mm-hmm.
Well, that just sounds lovely. You're doing
Thank
the
you.
God's works here.
I mean, I wouldn't, I wouldn't toot my own horn,
Hmm. You're
but
doing
yes,
good things. I'm sure the gods are watching and thinking highly of you.
yeah, thank you. So what about you? Like, what are you hoping to get here? Are you hoping to get like a sense of community? Do you want to join the fight against Vernon Industries? Do you what can we do for you? Because this isn't just about like taking for us. We also want
Yeah,
to
no,
give.
yeah, no. I bought a bag of fertilizer from them, and it just ruined my garden. So yeah, fuck those guys.
It's they have been dumping nuclear waste in, the oceans for I want to say years now.
Those bastards.
But we finally found a way to get those guys.
Really?
Yeah. Would you
Yeah,
like to
yeah,
see?
yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. Of course.
As Vernon says that, everybody else kind of like gets up and starts to back up. And he's like, don't mind them. They're just a little squeamish. And so in the back, he takes what looks like a cage that had like a black sheet draped over it. He pulls down the sheet, and there is this, I'll say what looks like it used to be a Komodo dragon, but is good 15 feet long.
Oh God, it's the goat thing all over again.
That
Okay.
is one impressive dragon they got there.
This is we found this little buddy here. And I guarantee you this is proof that Vernon Industries has been polluting. And so we're going to go to the news with this and stop those people.
Where do you
Oh,
feed something like that? The thing's huge.
What do we food is such a I don't want to talk business. Like that's not why we're here.
I am an animal lover. So please excuse me. And I've just never seen such a magnificently large specimen before.
Um,
You- We work for an animal rights charity.
I did Jonathan, why didn't you tell me that? And Jonathan's like, I didn't know you did animal rights charity. Like that's so cool.
He's my boyfriend.
Um, and Vernon, who is a little more on the up and up, is like, "Are you two okay?
It's fine.
You
He
know,
bought me roses
uh,
and tulips.
I'm just gonna roll for Vernon, a quick roll, just to see something." Okay, so Vernon's gonna be like, hey Jonathan, buddy, could you go to the back and get us a game that we can play tonight for game night?" And Jonathan's like, "Sure, I'm on it." As Jonathan leaves, Vernon's like, "Do you all need some privacy? Like, I'm sensing some tension. I don't want to like get involved, but
He's my boyfriend.
oh,
you you know, we do some counseling in here if that's what you want. Although based on the fact that your face hasn't changed, I'm not sure that's what you want. Uh, I'm just gonna go back there.
Mhm.
Okay.
He's
that, that-
my boyfriend.
that's a good, yeah, good looking out, Vernon. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Like if I can do anything to help, because Jonathan is great, but I've also noticed some.
What do you feed the Komodo dragon?
Um. Okay.
Perhaps he might like some bait.
I'm just gonna do a quick roll. No, no, no. We feed the Komodo dragon. Um, we order a lot of like fast food, and we just have like a big bill that we just haven't paid yet. Like a lot of like a very big DoorDash bill.
Hmm.
That does
He,
sound like Jonathan, yes.
it
Can I
does.
do a integrity roll or to kind
Yes.
of
Get kind of gauge.
yeah, would that be cunning?
Yeah.
All right. I have a specialty in no bullshit. Would that apply?
Yes, it would.
All right.
I'm gonna check on the Komodo and see if it's okay.
Okay. So there is some bullshit coming off of Vernon. However, like about like one in every three sentences, you get the feeling he actually doesn't really know the full extent of what's going on. For instance, you get the feeling he doesn't know what the Komodo dragon eats, which is why he keeps trying to like divert you away from it.
So Vernon, buddy, uh, tell me more about your organization here. Like, who is it? Is it just you who runs things, or do we got other
Uh,
people here who help out? And let me let me meet the people who help make this place run as on the positive vibes that you're putting out there.
Well, I mean, it is mostly me who runs this, although I will admit I get help from a friend of mine. Oh, I don't want to give out his real name. He's like very shy, but online he goes by the nickname the Wombat or something. Apparently he went to Australia one time and was like, wombats are neat.
Blessed is going to lean forward and kind of whisper a little bit, uh, and describe the wombat that they took out at the bank.
He's like, no, that's not the wombat. I do know whenever the wombat leaves the house, he usually like lets someone else take that name or something. Like he's done that a lot. Like I said, he's like really shy. But yeah, like that description doesn't fit him at all.
Okay. Okay.
Is he like an actual wombat?
No, no, he's just a person who like uses these names to
I would not at all be surprised if he was a wombat.
a wombat. I
Mhm.
mean, if you want to meet him, I could call him and like
I
see
mean,
if I could like hook you all up.
I would love to.
Yeah.
Okay. Give me a second and take out the phone and like starts to like walk away as he calls. Wild Claws, you are checking on the Komodo dragon, correct?
Yes. Trying to, well, check what it eats, but also make sure this is a Komodo dragon and not just something they took from the ocean and has been mutating it.
Right. So that would be either science cunning or occult intellect.
I'll do occult intellect. Okay, three, four, and then reroll the other two. Do, 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 do. Five.
Five? Oh, yeah. Few things. One, this is not a Komodo dragon. Um, you are well aware of Komodo dragons, and while this is a lizard of some sort, the proportions don't seem the same. The shape of the jaw is different. Um, this is not a Komodo dragon. It looks closer to like some sort of gecko, chameleon, salamander type thing. Um, Two, this is absolutely being mutated here. Um, because like as you look back behind, you see there is like the back part of the room where there are all these like chemicals, and with your role, there are multiple spells that even human beings or sorcerers can use in order to like make something bigger, more aggressive, angrier, and usually those spells, while the mutation is happening, kind of suppress the appetite. Although once the spells stop, the appetite explodes to match the size.
Oh, I think Henny kind of slinks back with the rest of the group, kind of comically, like slinks back in the shadow and like right behind them. He just leans in with a smile to the two of them. So it's not a Komodo dragon. It's a mixture of lizards, salamander, a few other things. Oh, also they're mutating it here, and if they don't, whatever ritual isn't holding it here, it's gonna go to max hunger and probably devour us all. Fun.
Not surprised.
Yeah. Also, I think it's probably going to be hungry if Jonathan was involved in feeding it.
No doubt. So it's a Geckamelander.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Commander Mon? I don't know. We'll workshop it.
We'll workshop
Uh,
it. Oh,
Verna comes.
also chemicals and spells.
Chemicals.
Yeah.
Verna comes back and is like, I'm so sorry. I actually have to go. Have to like close up shop. Everyone, thank you for coming. My new friends, please come back again. We're having another meeting next week. I am so sorry. We must go now.
Is it at the same Best Buy?
Yeah. Oh, yes, yes. This is my Best Buy. I bought this Best Buy.
You bought this Best Buy.
Yes.
Why?
Because I needed a place to, run to do this, but I didn't want to have it in a church. I figured
You
Best
went,
Buy, it was an idea, not my best idea, but like I said, I'm so sorry. And he's like, trying to usher everybody out. Everybody, you don't even have to pay your $20 today. Keep that. Do something good for the environment.
with $20.
This
I
doesn't seem like his Best Buy. Yeah, I get it. It's not his Best Buy.
Yeah. Yeah. See, please come back next week. We will have a double session next week. I'm so sorry, but yes, I will see you all.
Where's Jonathan?
Um, I don't. I assumed he was outside, and he goes to open the door, and you see Jonathan, kind of looking between two games. Like, we could do this one, but we haven't done this one yet.
Okay.
What we want to do is we just want to um strike force them, follow them, or how are you doing this? I'm feeling a little
What
pop
if we, what
pop.
if we, what if we hide and then come back here?
Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah. So it's a plan. All right.
Well, they're supposed to be quarantining this place, so I don't think anyone's gonna get that far.
That's true. Also, I got Shadowcat. Shadowcat can handle cleanup.
I would like to use one of my knacks,
Mm-hmm.
smoke and mirrors. That gives like a that lets me teleport. Excuse me. Let me see if I can find it. It goes, oh, it specifies when we would be taken out. We can spend momentum.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, okay, but that's not the right because I was gonna
Um,
use the teleport
but
to.
you do have your signature boon.
I do have my signature bloom. I'm which would let me transform into a snake.
Mm-hmm. So while it wouldn't necessarily be teleportation, it could theoretically accomplish the same thing.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and snakeify myself.
Okay. And I
And
assume you're
so
trying to be sneaky in this regard.
yes,
Okay.
I'm gonna like. Oh, excuse me. I just need to use the powder room and then
Okay.
snake off. Snakes be with you.
All right. So you shrink down to a tiny little garden snake and are just like hanging out.
Uh,
Blessed Ink, what are we doing?
Um, we're gonna go into the bathroom and s- climb up and try to go through get into the ducts.
Okay.
I'm hoping to kind of slip away from the group leaving, so it's not really noticed.
Okay. So you're in the ducks. Violet Viper is snaking around somewhere. Wild Claws.
Um, Normally Wild Claws would just slip into the shadow with Shadowcat, but he's gonna do a different thing. Jonathan, buddy.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Was it your duty to feed your lizard friend?
Yeah, but like not hungry very often. So, I bring in
I
some like
think,
fries.
yeah, I think you gave it the wrong fries because it looked like it ran out of fries.
I, I'll be back. I'm gonna get some different fries.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And you know what? Go with the group to the front and go grab some muscle milk as well.
Still okay, right. Um, and runs out with the group to be stopped by the police up front.
Okay, Ipsy, you'll thank me later. And he's just gonna dive down with Shadow Cat and um uh kind of slink around back inside that room.
Okay. So you're all in various forms in the room. One in Shadow, one in Snake, one in the Ducks. And you see him on the phone talking to the Wombat. Talking about how like I can't accelerate this any faster. Like it's as big as it's going to get. You want me to do what? I can't cast that ritual by myself. I didn't know they were superheroes when they came in. I just thought they. What do you mean they ruined your like bank heist? Oh my God. Okay, I think I can do it. I'm gonna do it. Hangs up, and he goes and sits in the center, uh, and starts channeling energy into the cage.
If that's the case, I'm popping out like Kendrick Lamar, like the boogeyman behind him, just grabbing this poor man and throwing him across the room.
You literally don't even need to roll for that. He just stops and is thrown against the wall. I was like, what? I thought you were gone.
Buddy, that's kind of mean of you to do that. You shouldn't be doing rituals behind our backs. I
I'm
thought we were
throwing a bunch of.
friends.
I'm gonna throw a bunch of uh ba batteries at him. Pop, pop, pop.
Oh God. So now he's like hiding. Like, I wasn't. Okay, yeah, I
You,
can't
you,
lie. Yes, I was doing a ritual behind your back, but like, it's
you
for the.
lied. You lied to me about Wombat.
I, I didn't lie. It was a different.
Mm,
We could hear you talking to him about the bank heist that wait, beat him up on.
Okay, if you stop throwing batteries, I'll explain to you. That wasn't the wombat. That was someone the wombat knew, and
No,
the wombat is still in his house. The wombat is organizing all of this, and I'll give you his address if you just leave me out of this.
about how big is the cage? We're talking
10 by 20 feet.
Well, that's not nearly enough room for a growing beast of this size.
We we needed more money to get a bigger cage, and
bank robbery. That's what the bank robbery was supposed to be for.
there's also apparently a lot of if you aren't connected to the divine, it's a lot of money that comes with being a sorcerer. Um,
Well, that is true.
as you all are talking, um, one Jonathan walks in. It's like, hey, I heard y'all talking and we can't leave. So I was wondering if I could like kind of hang out with y'all.
God, cops are useless.
But yeah, it seems like y'all are having fun. Can I?
Board game, Jonathan, now.
Oh, yeah. I wanted to know, do you all want like an action adventure type thing or like a puzzle
Dating sim.
dating sit? Okay, I think I got the one in mind.
Hmm.
Jonathan runs back.
There's no dating sims at this Best Buy. We got
No.
20 to 30 minutes at the most.
Okay. Not even Dream Daddy?
No,
not as
Best
a
Buy,
board game. That's a. They got they probably have the CD Windows version.
probably.
But yeah. Anyways, Vernon. So you were about to tell us something.
Yeah, I can tell you his address.
Hmm.
I just don't want to be involved in this anymore.
Okay, are you gonna stop having a cult in a Best Buy?
Is that absolutely mandatory?
Well, there's police outside.
Wait, what? Oh,
Yeah,
why did you do that?
why wouldn't we
Oh
do that?
no.
We're
Also, you have an endangered species of lizard here, so that's also illegal.
Okay. Okay. Okay, there's only one thing to do. There's only one thing to do. I would like to make a deal with you.
uh-huh.
I get immunity if I tell you everything the wombat is doing.
Sure.
You know,
What was that?
you know how like the legal system works, right?
But you're like superheroes. Can't y'all like do a
Yeah,
thing?
yeah, absolutely. No, of course. Of course we'll get you immunity. Haven't you met our friend Mike?
Oh God. Okay, look, the wombat is
Uh-huh.
trying to take over the world,
Right.
starting with Metro City.
Of course he is.
The ritual turns this creature into a large enemy, a
Hmm.
large, monster,
Yeah.
and the wombat was going to take over the fight and be like, either you all make me president, king, ruler, or I let the monster run rampant.
I have to break up with my boyfriend later, and I just really am not feeling that energy. So how do we undo it?
Um, oh, I could stop casting the ritual.
That would be nice. Yes, let's start there.
I've been told that if I stop casting the ritual for more than like 10 or so days, it like takes effect and then it like triples in size at whatever size it is, and then it starts attacking. Um, so that doesn't stop the problem, but it prevents the problem from progressing.
Okay, if you triple a 15-foot, that would be a 45-foot lizard.
I I I'm a nuclear engineer. I don't know math. I mean, I do
You're a
know
nuclear engineer who doesn't know math.
I do know math. I just okay, look.
Look, I mean, if you stop casting the ritual, it sounds like it in 10 days it's gonna go Godzilla on us.
Closer to three because we didn't actually do the ritual today.
Okay. So
Okay.
then if you keep doing the ritual, it doesn't go Godzilla, right?
Right.
So you cut you put it as a
Let's
point that we need you to keep doing the ritual, or we
That's why I
find
was
somebody else to keep doing the ritual.
that's why I was like, do I need to stop doing the cult? Because like if we just, keep feeding it energy
Oh, of course.
as you're
Okay, I
talking,
mean,
Jonathan comes back. Um, could not find a dating sim, but I did find this the game of life. There's kind of some like dating in that. Y'all wanna Why does everybody look so
I mean, we could play life against Jonathan. It's an easy win. Um, uh, uh, Brennan, can you just settle something for me, real quick? Do you pay Jonathan?
I pay Jonathan. No,
You do not pay attention.
I do
Is
not pay
this
Jonathan.
a job?
No.
Does
Uh
he work for Best Buy?
no.
So he is not an employee of your organization. He is a member.
Yeah. I told him that. Jonathan, you know this, right? And Jonathan's like, I joined the member of occupation. And then Vernon looks to you and is like, that's you're dating him.
Not anymore. We're
It's not
breaking up.
Johnson. Wait, what?
Yeah.
But no, no, no. I
Jonathan,
got the game of life.
Jonathan, we just caught
Unfortunately,
you in a lie about your employment.
I,
also, it seems like you don't understand how to play that game in real life, so I don't think this is going to work.
Yeah. But you're still allowed to call me if you get into, and in fact, encouraged to call me if you get into more situations like this. We're just not dating anymore.
okay, I
This is a
understand.
deal. This is a deal breaker. You you joined a cult,
And
and
Vernon's
And
like,
it
M
was.
and an
Go ahead.
MLM. I just want to remind you that also there was an MLM
Yeah.
attached to said cult, so double whammy.
Right. Yeah. So
oh. He says, okay, and he like slumps down in his like posture,
yeah.
clearly very sad, but understands and slowly walks away.
You get that this is a deal breaker.
We are broken up, and I will respect that.
Okay.
Um, I will. Yeah, I'll see you around.
Yeah.
He slowly walks away.
Wait the fuck a minute.
Vernon's like, I know this isn't my place to say. I think that was for the best.
Wait, hold on.
Shit, he has my cat.
Vernon, Vernon, Jonathan, wait, just real quick. Can you just stay here for a minute? Vernon, I'm gonna need you to call Wombat again for me real quick.
Oh, okay, I can do that. Call again. Hey, how's it going, buddy? You hear the other line. Why are you talking to me again?
Just gonna point to the Geckomander.
Oh, I have questions about the creature. Like, what questions? I want you to cast the immediate eruption ritual so that I can take over the town tonight since you let superheroes into your meeting. Like, oh, okay, got it. I will do that. 10-4, buddy. And Vernon hangs up.
Tell me more about this immediate eruption spell.
And so he like goes in the back and like looks through some of the scrolls. It's like, okay, so this is it. If I say these things, if I say by myself, I have to say it 100 times. And I think it just like triggers the size growth and the hunger, so you don't have to wait.
Is there maybe a stop the eruption entirely spell?
Um, I am almost 100% sure there is. The wombat did not give me that one though.
I may not know
Okay.
how this whole magic thing works, but isn't there like a reversal thing you could possibly do? Like,
Oh, I mean, I don't mean to like confuse. I'm not a sorcerer. I'm just really good at reading instructions.
I'm gonna, if I can, I'm going to try and roll a terrible pool of intelligence, intellect, and occult
Okay, to see if you can figure out the.
to reverse engineer it, and let's just hope
Okay,
really.
I'm going to say this. You need 2 successes to figure out a thing. You need another 3 successes to figure out the right spell.
I,
I like 3 plus 3 complication. Nope. Okay.
uh, can I assist with this?
I mean, yeah, like y'all can work together, but like if you get 2 successes in total, you figure out a spell. You have to buy off the 3 complications, or it's a different spell, and it's a spell that I am going to enjoy as the story guide, and you as players might not.
What what background is this creature from? Like geographically.
So with the three like lizard types is really hard to tell. Um well, Klaus, do you remember how many successes? I think you got 5 successes when you were like reading the creature.
Yes.
Okay, so then you would know the salamander is from China. It looks like it's part like Chinese salamander. Um you're pretty sure the gecko are from somewhere in South or Central America. Or no, sorry, the chameleon's from somewhere from South or Central America. The gecko you had a hard time reading.
Also, Violet, I provide you backup. You got three. I got three for mine.
I got none.
Oh, you got
So
none.
so you know a spell. You want to cast it? Cast it.
It's so
Cast it. Cast it.
so he's got three. Um, I don't know if I can retry with like cunning and occult, but it's just not that much better.
Hmm. I would say this. You can retry, but if you retry, I won't give you a choice of whether you cast it or not. So like if you roll a one success, then you're casting a happy story guide spell.
Happy story, guys.
And if you roll two successes, you're fine. But like that's if you reroll, those are the rules we're playing under. Do it.
Mm.
Do it.
Oh, I can't resist a dynamic story element like
Yes.
that. All right.
Got this.
Come on, one.
Okay, so that's cunning and occult. I got one.
Oh,
Perfect.
so you're thinking back and you like are like thinking you're like putting two together and you remember the spell, the chance that was happening when you came in, and it suddenly clicks. One, you don't need to speak in that language. You can speak in any language and you figure out the necessary like linguistic framework to like reverse the spells. And you're like, everyone back up, I got this. And you start speaking. And even Vern is like, oh my gosh, I see it getting smaller. And as you're talking, the phone rings, which just interrupts your spell casting. You look down, it is Jonathan being like, "Oh, by the way, I'll bring your cat tomorrow so you don't have to see me." Unfortunately, the way language works with this like magic is that like if you start a process, you gotta finish that process. And if you don't finish that process, uh bad things happen.
Yeah.
One, this creature starts growing exponentially as it like roars and screams. Uh, you can see like the skin like bulging against the little iron bars and the bars creaking as like the increase in mass is just too much for the iron to take. Suddenly, like the bars shatter as it grows bigger and bigger, tearing through this Best Buy. Vernon's like, we should go. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't want to like overstep a bound, but I don't want to be here anymore. Like,
Yeah, no, we'll evacuate
Yeah.
to outside of this Best Buy.
you all run out. The police are freaking out. Also, one thing you notice that this creature, like 50 feet, you can't like immediately eyeball, but you can kind of like gauge where 50 feet is. This creature seems to be going beyond that. Like it's getting larger and larger and larger.
Think it'll just pop at some point, or we just let it keep going? Like a balloon that gets too big?
Don't
I
think that's
actually I
gonna work.
think it'd be more likely that it would not have a skeletal structure that could sustain the musculature. It would either be too dense to move or the bones would break under the weight.
He, you say that, but also I remember magic, and I know magical bullshit. So that's the other problem with this.
No, but we're just talking in the event that it gets too big.
Oh, right.
Yeah, it's only
Um,
like 70 feet right now.
Um, can we try casting another spell?
I think it should be somebody who's not me, who just broke up with their boyfriend, who just called it a really inconvenient time.
Can you break up with him a second time?
What?
Can you break up with him a second time? Like I feel like
And
it's
have him keep calling me? No.
oh, that's right. That's how we got into this mess the first time.
The first one.
When you break up with someone, you block their number. Clean
That's
break.
Yeah. Didn't get that far.
You
Uh,
all get a call.
Who's calling?
Violet.
Okay. No. Okay. I think one of you should take this.
take it. I got it. Your mom likes me. Hey, Violet.
So it looks like the kaiju cult operation is progressing rather nicely.
Oh yeah. There was a complication. The wombat apparently not in jail, or the one in jail probably not the real wombat. It's complicated, but this is the wombat trying to become king of the world, but also trying to take over Metro City first. And also, we got you a Komodo salamander dragon as a pet.
Get commander. Yeah.
Geckomander, yeah.
Oh, as a pet.
Hi.
I want you to roll a persuasion and your best social roll.
I don't really have one. Okay, integrity. Uh, and which attribute again?
Best social attributes, so either presence, manipulation, or composure.
Okay, I'll do presence and integrity, I guess. Five. No, yeah, yep. That 8 dice and one success.
Once he said, luckily for you, the original Violent Viper had no magical power of any sort, but was legitimately just a human being. As such, she is in some ways non-trivial when it comes to your persuasive powers. And when you say that, she's like, we haven't had a lot of lizards. All right, stand by. I'm gonna be there.
Okay.
And she
And
is suited up to bring back OGVV once more.
Kenny is gonna suit up. He's gonna hit the button, the badge on his thing.
Mhm.
Immediate
uh,
transform. Your mom's coming.
Yeah. Okay. I'll also do the immediate magical girl transformation.
so, so I'm gonna try something.
Mhm.
It may not be a great idea,
Those are the best
but
ones.
Those are the ones you
it's
like.
the one that I got. So Jacob, through his divine mother,
Mhm.
has the fertility purview. Um, so he's going to you imbue one legend to use the boon favor of nature. Now, the favor of nature can work as a blessing or a curse.
Mhm.
So the blessing is for fertility. The curse is for essentially infertility, and the hopes that used when used on this growing gecko mander, it'll cause it to reverse.
Okay. Um, Actually, no. I like that. So I'm going to say it does work. Uh, However, it takes time for like the increase in growth to like stop and then for it to start like decreasing.
And I have to be in a close range to it, which means
Oh,
I'm
so you gotta like,
so I got to get up there.
ooh,
So yeah, I'm gonna try to like get up and I figure it's maybe has a slow reaction time. So I'm
yeah,
just
like
gonna like like it's get on one of its big feet, and
I
touch
will
it to try to help it make it work.
I want a like essentially what I'll have you is not roll for the curse itself, but roll for like avoiding the shrapnel or like the debris as things are falling as this massive creature is like walking through. So
Okay.
like just roll a defense roll as you like dodge and weave, just get close enough to jump on its legs.
Okay. Um, 3 successes.
Yeah, no, that's enough. And so you're like running and like seeing as like buildings are falling. This thing is like kicking cars as it walks inadvertently. But you make your way through, jump on his big toe, and start like scaling up on the actual scales and cast this thing, seeing as the legs stop growing, and then slowly but still perceptibly begin to shrink. You still do have a few rounds with it being of monstrous size, but you know that it won't be monstrous size forever.
What are you? Well, quick, while this before this is things done drinking, can one of you get find out from Vernon where Wombat is so we can stop this asshole?
Oh, right.
I'm also going to need for Violent Viper and Wild Claws. Uh, Essentially, I want you to see like a cunning, empathy, cunning, integrity, because Vern is trying to run. I want to see if y'all catch him as you are focused on the massive 75-foot lizard.
No, I got nothing.
Unfortunately, Vernon rolled 4. Uh, and so took the opportunity of like everyone being outside and seeing this thing, people answering phones to just kind of like dip into the crowd.
Uh, Let me see one thing. Um,
Well, Claus got a thing.
let me see. I'm trying to see if this works for it.
And then Violet Viper, are you going looking for Vernon or are you going after the big thing? Also, your mom is coming and she is quick with the shotty. If you are speaking, you are muted.
If she's coming, she's quick with the shotty. She can handle the big thing. So I will go after Vernon to
Wow.
I
try
think,
and track down the wombat.
yeah, I'm going to use my knack, most dangerous prey,
Oh, yeah, that works.
and I am going to. I know I got to roll for it, so I'm rolling to hunt him down.
Yes, you can definitely use that. I'm gonna say the same, like survival and cunning to see if you can like track him down.
3, and then I got to roll 2 more. So I get 4.
Or yeah, very easily you see Vernon like sneaking in to a car in the back, and as you like catch him, he like peels out and is driving down the road.
Don't make me do this. Okay.
Is he too far away for me to hit him with irresistible impulse?
Is that a boon that you have?
Yes. I can fill his heart with an emotion of my choice, and they gain a condition based on that emotion.
I'm going to say no because you still see him.
Yes.
I don't think it's about like you have to be able to touch him. So yeah, like you can do it as he's driving. What impulse would you like to fill his heart with?
Regret. And I would like to give him the condition too sad to function.
Ah, that's dark.
It is.
All
Uh,
right.
But
Let's
it's
while he's driving,
yeah.
uh,
My hope is he's not getting too far away, but and like he won't be like on the highway.
no, like as he like peels off onto not the highway but the street, you see the car like the wheels spin out, and by the time he's to the other side of the Best Buy, he just kind of like takes his foot off the gas and just kind of like peters out and just kind of
Um,
Right.
stops there.
I'm gonna have Shadowcat go grab him from the car. Like you can mess up the car. Just get him out the car and drag him back here.
Well, Shadowcat can mess up the car.
Hmm.
Oh yeah, mess up the car.
Okay.
That's not going anywhere.
So Shadowcat jumps into the shadow of the car, gets into the shadow of the motor, and just starts like ripping things. And he's just kind of like sitting in the front seat. After about like 3 minutes, Shadowcat drags him back to you.
Hey there, buddy. You seem to have tried to leave us before telling us where the wombat is, and we kind of need your help grabbing
Hmm.
him.
I'm sorry. I know this was all my fault. He gives you keys. Um, Go to my house. He is my brother, and he should be there in the basement.
Huh.
Your brother?
Yes.
I don't feel shocked for some reason. Like this feels like it fits.
It's very normal for what's
Yeah,
going on, yeah. And
yeah.
but also it deserves, it's the twist, it's the reveal. It deserves the
Oh, right. Okay, got
gasp.
you. Also, it's blessing. Okay, buddy, you okay over there?
Blessing has now climbed up onto its back and is kind of riding it.
Yeah.
I imagine it still hasn't fully shrunk yet, so it's just
Right
like,
now, it is still about like 60 feet.
yeah. Um, that makes brings me to a question. Um, what kind of empathy role do I need to kind of make friends with this thing?
Whew. Whew. Um, so I will say, an empathy roll now, as it is actively being cursed, is going to be harder than an empathy roll later. Um, I would say honestly the same thing, like empathy presence. Like you're like, yeah, like
I
I'm
mean,
still like
I'm
here for you. I can't speak to you.
I
Um,
mean, I'm trying to keep my cool with this 60-foot time.
okay, yeah,
So
empathy
composure.
composure works.
Okay. And then Aura of Greatness Empathy gives me 2 enhancement on an empathy roll once per session. So I'm gonna use it on
Nice.
this one. Mhm. Mhm. All right, so that means that's 5 with the enhancements.
5. Okay, I will say that is enough to buy off the complications. And so you're able to get the feeling that like this clearly this creature is not like angry at anything. It doesn't feel good because it's like 3 creatures spliced together and then cursed to like grow and then curse. There's a lot of things happening inside this creature's body, and so it is angry at the world, but not angry at individuals in the world.
It's okay, buddy. The world gives us all, some shitty hands sometimes. None of this is your fault. We're gonna, get to the people responsible. Um, make sure that they pay. You need a snack? Would that help?
Uh, you see a snack?
A snack, yeah.
Hmm. It does seem excited about the possibility of a snack, and you see it like looking around. It's
What do you like? Do you like trees? Do you
so
like
it's chameleon. So it's going to see a car, and it's like that looks snack size to it, and so it's going to like shoot its tongue out, grab the car, suck it back in, and start like chewing on it,
oh
and then spit it out. Because
yeah, no, that's
nope, that's different.
car, you want to look if you're I'm not a animal expert, but if you're like you like are you a vegetable kind of, are you a plant type of animal, or are you like an insect type of animal, or
What's your 5 6? I will say that would know that chameleons, geckos, chameleon geckos eat insects usually. Salamanders, I think sometimes do, but also eat the Chinese salmon particularly eats fish. And so probably somewhere along those lines, or at least what it would think as an insect or a fish.
I mean Vernon's giving away the keys already, right?
Yeah,
Right. Um, Jonathan anywhere around, or is he gone?
Jonathan left.
Okay.
We don't know where Jonathan is.
So yeah, well, I mean, what about that guy? I'm just gonna point to Vernon.
Would you remember? Yeah, don't remember. Yeah, it's going to. You all are like sitting down as this massive tongue goes and like hits Vernon
Ooh.
and then sucks it back in.
Oh,
Seems happy.
so is this like another twist in this whole thing? Like the brother reveal, and then he gets eaten. That's that.
As you're like sitting
Oops.
down, you notice a car pull up, and your mom in her original Violent Viper outfit with the shoddy on the side. It's like, all right, I'm here. Let's get me my pet. And she
It
looks up and is like, do you understand how big of an office we're going to have to get for this thing?
Oh, it's getting smaller.
it's smaller. Yeah. Uh,
This is smaller than it was.
mm,
I'm not like y'all. I don't have magic powers, okay? I
No,
have CrossFit, and I don't think CrossFit's going to help me with this.
that's
maybe you
fair.
could call dad.
No, no, we're not going to call. No, like, I,
You could call dad and he could invite you to a party in
he
38 pounds.
he already did. I told him I'm working. I'll show up in uh 5 ounces. Like, and he was like, fine. But
These measures of time. What is I'm
Look,
He's
you
just gonna
have
wave from the top of the serpent
and
of the creature.
she
Bye
looks at you
bye.
and hi, blessed.
uh, it's a thing. Like we have watches, meaning we measure time objectively,
Mhm.
and dad has time.
Oh, like literally time. Oh,
Literally, he just has time. Yes.
right.
He's also
That's
really stubborn because
Yeah.
uh other divines can learn hours and seconds. He just doesn't care enough to learn,
No.
which is, that's his way.
And it's not like time isn't actually an element in all these things. It's just it's hard to explain. Please do not get me into the cultural and
Yeah.
metaphysical connotations of time right now. Okay.
right. We
It's
have to go.
smaller. Yeah.
It's getting smaller. Bless has that. We have to go and grab Wombat.
And let him know his brother is been
Eaten.
eaten.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oof.
Okay.
Bless,
So
do you want to come with us, honey?
He's just gonna like hold up his phone with text me the address.
Okay.
Okay, okay, we'll do that.
Okay, we'll do that. Go into
Yeah,
this
yeah.
address.
So we're going with the giant,
Yes. We are going to guide uh
the lizard.
Look, when Gecko Mander gets down to about like human, so maybe 10 feet, right? Then he becomes a member of our team.
But just so I'm aware, I'm going to be the one talking about the damage that we cause walking Gecko. I want the best Mother's Day gift. You don't even understand. Get in the car. Let's go. I don't
Yes,
want to hear it.
okay. Yes, okay.
Oh,
So with Gecko Mander and Violet driving, you make your way to like one of like the really nice neighborhood in Metro City with the really big, not even houses, but mansions. Um, as Vernon was once the owner of this, mega corporation of like Vernon Energy, he has a sizable amount of money behind him.
Mhm.
I'm just gonna
Uh,
send a quick text. Wait a minute. Mike said Wombat recruited him in his neighborhood. This is the neighborhood he's coming from? He's got to be
no,
robbing banks?
no, I think Wombat came from here and then went to like the hood to recruit. I think that part of the gentrification thing.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what.
I think.
Yeah.
Otherwise, your man got money. Your new man has money.
Yeah. But why is he having problems paying off his student loans, though? Maybe it's not his money, maybe it's his parents' money.
But does he actually live here and just live in the hood? You know what? We'll table that. We'll figure that out later.
We'll figure it out later. Yeah.
so Blessed, how much do you want to restrain any collateral damage, or are you just like it doesn't matter? Let's just go.
I mean, as we start getting into that richer neighborhood, he may put less effort into it. Um, but throughout
The big
he's going to try to avoid, unnecessary property damage.
okay.
Unnecessary.
Give
Yeah.
me another empathy composure roll as you're like trying to communicate with this creature. Like step over here to like minimize.
Right, those tents did not explode into anything good, so that's two.
Two. Okay. So you definitely don't get rid of it, but there is significantly less than would have been had Gecko Mander been walking on its own. Like there are a couple of times where you're like, nope, 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 that's a school. Go this way, this way. And Gecko Mander avoids the school and like steps on the First Metro Bank or something and then keeps walking. And
The bank has insurance
yeah, bank is fine.
or money to pay for it. But either way,
Uh,
um, yeah. But as he gets to the rich neighborhood, it's like, oh, it's a kid. You don't have to worry about the gate's fine.
They'll recover.
Don't. I mean, look, yes, somebody's HOA paid a lot of money to pay for the landscaping. I'm sure that HOA is charging enough money to cover to pay someone to repair. So we're making work for the
we're
people.
giving, yeah, yeah.
Also, fuck Barbara, because when I tried to apply for one of the houses here, they were like, we don't accept your lifestyle at the time. And you know what? If you want to hit Barbara's house right there, I'm not saying that you should, but if you want to hit it,
Which part of your lifestyle did they find objectionable?
she didn't specify.
Okay. Yeah, let's screw Barbara.
Okay, so
Like, not that there's anything that's objectively correct to discriminate against you. I just want to know why we're screwing
Don't
Barbara over.
know which one she was feeling that day, but it felt pointed.
Yeah.
then Gecko Mander's gonna just take a quick sojourn to Barbara's house.
Yes.
Stomp, stomp, stomp.
Hmm.
I'm gonna keep going.
Oh no,
Is the
Barbara, that's
window
so
open?
bad.
Is Barbara screaming at the window at the side of the giant gecko minder?
It you don't see a car outside. It looks like Barbara is at her vacation home somewhere else. So she'll have a happy
Oh,
surprise once she gets back.
Damn it. I mean, oh no. Damage to the property. Let's go get this guy.
See that thing right there? They're gonna call it a pool, but that's actually what we call a toilet. So you have to go to the bathroom. That's the
That
place to do it.
I'm like, okay, like you get the feeling like you're starting to like build this kind of communicative connection with Gecko Mander. You make your by the time you get to Vernon and the Wombat's house, Gecko Manor is down to like 40 feet, which is kind of close to half of how big it was with 20 minutes before.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, we can work with that.
Violet pulls up, like, all right, what are we doing?
we're going to go confront the wombat.
Okay, I'll go in from the second floor.
All right.
That's a stupid name. A wombat?
Have you ever seen a wombat?
I think I have.
They're adorable.
I mean, yeah, they are, but like if you're a villain, would you really want to be named the Wombat? Like that's like an indie band.
I don't know. I'm not a villain.
Yes.
I'm gonna go snake form and
Okay.
uh and sneak into the house that way.
Okay. You're going like snake inside.
Yes.
Uh Wild claws.
Um, go to top floor and come down.
Okay. Uh Blessed Ing, are we just like hanging outside on Gecko Commander, or are we like
Oh yeah, we're gonna hang outside on Gecko Commander. We're gonna watch for the we're gonna case the joint.
mhm,
If be up ready to chase if the wombat runs, or if wombat happens to be a supervillain and tries to fly away. We got Gecko Commander here with his tongue to
okay.
um or if any reinforcements show up, that kind of thing,
Okay.
be prepared.
All right. So then Wild Claws, you go to the top in one of the skylights, down through the shadows. Um you all have likely never worked with OGVV, at least not since your like first like case. So she just breaks the windows and like walks in, uh, not realizing. Oh, quiet. They probably didn't hear it anyway.
He's just gonna slip on behind her.
Okay. Uh, Makes her way down to the first floor, in which case she comes up to the Violent Viper in snake form. Very large house, like 20-foot ceilings.
Hmm.
And in the back there is a door that looks like it goes to the basement with a whole bunch of like signs that says like, don't come in, stay out, has like the poison cross on it.
Abandon all hope, ye who
Yeah.
enter here.
Are we going in?
Yeah, of course.
Yep.
All right. Door opens and it is a lavish basement. Like it looks better than your office with the masseuses. And as you go downstairs, you see a man in wombat themed costume. That welcome heroes. I knew you'd make your way here eventually.
Nope. 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 Okay. Okay. I listen. I know supervillain. We shouldn't be doing this, but okay. Branding. Branding. The wombat. It doesn't work.
No,
You want to know why I chose a wombat?
No.
please. No, no,
Oh,
let's hear him out.
okay. 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 Fine.
He pulls out a ray blaster and shoots the wall of the basement, which are all mirrors, and the ray blaster like bounces all around. I'm gonna need y'all to roll a defense roll.
Defense. Let's
So
see.
take your highest resilience stat, whether it's composure, stamina, or what is the other one? Resolve
Resolve. Yep.
and roll that.
Just straight defense.
Yeah, you wouldn't have time to do a full defense action, just straight defense.
I lost a dice. No. Look at it later.
Mm.
No, nothing. 0.
5.
Uh, well, Claus, you just jump into a shadow, dodges it. Violent Viper, it like skims your arm and you get like 1 bruise condition. And then as it bounces back to him, he turns around and like ducks down, and anything that hits his back just kind of dissipates.
I knew it had to do with the butt. The wombat and their stupid armored butts.
Mm-hmm. Turns around. That's why.
Because you can deflect things with your ass.
Look, I don't need your. Just give me back my monster. And you know what? Give
No,
me back my
he's
brother. He hasn't called. My brother hasn't called me in 10 minutes, and I'm a little concerned about it.
okay. Well, first of all, he's ours now.
Sure.
Yeah, I don't really have a follow-up on
I think Shadow just comes behind this poor man, flips in front of him, and just shifts his claw upward to like give him that uppercut and just deliver the news. Oh yeah, by the way, your brother's lizard food.
Mhm.
Give me a close combat might roll with +2 enhancement because I get the feeling that that might get him off his guard a little bit.
That commander is now a respected and valued member of this team.
Yes. Um,
We're joining the kaiju fight on the side of the kaiju.
Yep. 7. Finally, for
Good.
close combat.
Okay. Um, had had you attacked from behind, it would do nothing. You know, the armored butt.
Mhm.
With the uppercut and 7, you essentially knock him like into the ceiling. And as he's like in the ceiling, looking up, looking out the window, he sees Blessed Ink on a kaiju, just like looking at him.
He goes out and he's up and out and flying ish.
He is kind of like his body is like half in the basement, half in the first floor because he just got like knocked so hard, so he's like a little dizzy.
Need another snack?
And uh, Get Commander looks at you like, okay, gets him, pulls him in, crunch, crunch, crunch. Uh, and kind of like spits out the armored butt of the wombat costume. Hard to digest that. Um, and Violet looks at you all and is like, "This is why I retired. I can't keep up with you anymore."
That's okay.
And so ends a Monday in the world of the pet pals. At the end of this day, they have stopped the kaiju cult slash MLM. They have ended uh, 2 people's goal to take over the world through taking over Metro City. And much to Violet's utter delight, even though she won't show it because, you know, must be professional, you have a new pet, Gecko Mander, who still has the ability to grow into a kaiju at its own volition, but under normal circumstances, it remains at a good like 10 feet. Because of Gecko Mander, you were able to move into your new space that has a nice outdoor spot for Gecko Mander to like be free in a very large backyard, so to
Mhm.
speak.
Oh,
And last but certainly not least, Jonathan no longer shows up at Pet Pals HQ. Mostly because Violet did not give him the new address. but because he is no longer associated with any pet pal in any way. However, as someone who has been so associated with so many villainous acts, Violence begins to wonder, is Jonathan just an unwitting, very unlucky patsy, or is he something bigger? But to answer that, we'll have to wait for a Pet Pal Tuesday because I think this is going to be the end. Thank you all so much. This was super fun. Um, let's before we close off, let's do one more like round of introductions, who you are, who you played, and like where is your character now? Um, you know, having gone through what is literally just like an average Monday for you all. And let's go backwards in the way is presented to me. Started with Blessed Ink.
Hello, I am Zachary Nauder, he, him. I could be found on the Deadbird app at Zach Rules. It's somewhere below my face where I'm pointing, somewhere around there to say that. I am a freelance and community content writer for TTRPGs such as Scion. Look for God when it comes out. It's got my name in it. Yeah, and occasionally I also do other things like make a fool of myself on Twitch and make my fool of myself not on Twitch behind the camera. I still manage to mess that up somehow when I'm not even on camera. So yeah, that's about it.
Beautiful. Next up, Violet Viper.
Yes, I am Ibsy. I was the Violet Viper, legacy superhero, breaker of the hearts of men. Uh, we'll say that on Tuesday she went to her dad's party and got married to Mike because he catered the event.
Yeah, Pops would really like him. Pops would be like, oh my
Yeah,
God, this sandwich is so good.
yeah. So we got married and then happily ever after. And at the party, we found Divine to adopt Gecko Manders so he could officially join the team. That's our soft epilogue.
Lovely.
I don't have social media because I have a marketing degree and I learned how toxic and terrible it
Facts.
is. So I don't really use it that much. But yeah, I'm Ipsy here on Twitch or Ipsy the Unready. So and I'm available for children's parties and other corporate events.
Thank you very much.
Welcome.
Uh, and finally, Wild Claws.
Hi, I played Wild Claw's Kenny. Probably Kenny is at um probably at one of the balls watching his kiddo work it on the runway. Probably is way too loud and way too aggressive with the support, but has helped his kid switch over from Femme Vogue to the old way because just just does not have it in him. He just doesn't have it. Um, and yeah, on Tuesday, won his championship match and didn't have to go to a party because Bass was there, so
Yeah.
was able to avoid that. Um, I'm Crow. I do a few things around here. Mostly, I play in these things as a bunch of weird characters. Um, Off of here and also on here, I'm a content producer, so I do stuff where it involves me working the back rooms or jumping on and making stuff. And you will probably see more stuff with me not only in it, but producing it here soon. You can find me on at B Slate TV on Twitter. We just post updates there. We don't really communicate on Twitter because the Bird app sucks. So yeah, that's me, and this was a blast.
So thank you all very much once again. Um, well, I guess I should introduce myself. I am Chaz. I love being a story guy, DM, all that, and so whenever I am fortunate to do so, I will always take the opportunity. Um, that's really all I do. So thank you all for joining us. I hope to see you all again very soon. Until then, have a great one. See ya.
Bye.